Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our second episode of Geekly Weekly.
And my first
His
episode.
first episode. He wasn't here last week. Joined by my co-host, Ruben.
Yes.
And sitting behind the producer chairs this week, where I was last week, is Ty.
Woo-hoo. Ty the tech guy.
You will be able to hear his voice, but not see him for this episode.
Disembodied voice
Ty?
of Ty.
The godly voice
I'm
of Ty.
everywhere and nowhere.
Anyways, thank you for coming back and watching. In case you did see the first episode, hopefully you see all the new changes that we added in this week, and you will continue watching Geekly Weekly.
And now
we
I
are
am
trying so hard to bring you this every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. As you can tell right now, it's not going to happen, but hopefully next week will be different. Anyways, Ty, why don't you go ahead and roll that intro?
All right. Anytime now, right?
Yes, anytime. That's our semi-cool intro. It's going to get better every week as we add more stuff to it.
Changes are coming.
Changes are coming. We are working so hard to bring you an awesome show. But anyways, let's kick off today's show with our first topic. Ruben, why don't you go ahead and start us off for today?
Catch them all. Pokemon is banned. I don't think we can catch them all if they're banned.
Where's it banned, Ruben?
In Iran. Sorry.
It's all
banned
good.
In Iran. I should have made that the graphic.
That would have been cool.
Banned in Iran. Yeah, so, we heard this week that unfortunately Pokemon is not going to, may not be available to you in Iran due to some security issues.
What does that even mean?
They didn't say. They're being super secretive. They really didn't explain.
Probably people are trying to catch Pokemon in government buildings or pretty much going where they're not supposed to be.
Secret areys.
Same problems we have here then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Walking out in the middle of traffic.
But we're not banning it because everyone here plays it. Well, at least they used to. It's having a huge downfall. I don't know if you read that.
Probably the server, I would believe.
Yeah, the
That's
servers,
my
the updates, I don't know. But anyways, Iran is going to be having a meeting with the game developers of Pokemon Go to see if they can fix these issues. If not, they will be the first country to ban Pokemon Go.
I think they banned it because they couldn't catch them all.
What must the developers be thinking? They didn't go into this thinking, 5 years from now, I'm going to have a meeting with the Prime Minister of Iran. No. And all of a sudden, they're meeting the higher ups in Iran. It's crazy.
They ran from Pokemon Go. That's what's going on there.
For Pokemon Go. But yeah, I mean, it's great. It's an old game that they brought back. If you haven't played it yet, give it a try because I know me and Ty had fun when we were especially down at Comic-Con San Diego. Oh my gosh, Pokestops like crazy. We got like 100 Pokeballs in one sitting for dinner.
Maybe the cards will come back. Cool.
That was the most I've played that game.
That was. I mean, I actually kind of lost a little bit of interest after it. But anyways, old games that are coming back. Just in Metroid 2, there was a remake available for you to download. However, unfortunately, it was taken off. Where Ty, go ahead and show them the pic.
And then they did take it down.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
Possibly for copyright reasons.
Yeah, copyright purposes.
They weren't selling it. They were giving it away. But yeah, so currently it's right now down. But it's cool what fans are doing anymore, to go ahead and take an old game and just remake it. Amazing.
Yeah, I like how they stay kind of true to it. I like when they advance graphics on games, but sometimes it's too much for me. I like pixels. A little old
Pixels.
school.
Yeah, for sure.
And fan made movies and fan made
It's all amazing.
yeah,
Sorry,
it's all
go.
just amazing. People's minds and their own spin and take on how to create things. I'm sorry, I went nowhere with that comment. At least I owned up to it.
I know. You keep going. I'm like, all
I'm-
right, are we getting to a point?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
spill the beans right now. This is take 3 of the same show.
Yes.
Take 3.
Take
Take
three.
1 was
Take
amazing.
1 was beautiful.
You guys missed it. Oh my gosh, I was so happy
Probably
about
won't see it until the blooper reel comes
But there
out.
was one problem. There was music going on, really loud. It was annoying.
Ty was
Could
bumping
barely
Barbie
make
Girl
up.
while we were.
Yeah, you couldn't hear what we were saying. It was annoying. But anyways, let's go ahead and. I don't know what you're saying, Ty.
It's to Ruben.
Oh,
Where
yeah, I
we,
know.
we communicate
I
I
via
was about
sign
to
language
actually
here.
pass to Ruben. Again, first episode or second episode.
My first episode. You can say it. First episode.
Yeah.
Ruben's first episode. Laughing Man. I was going to say killing joke. Sorry, guys. The Laughing Man, a fan made. You can find it on YouTube. It's pretty cool. Check it out. And the site is what, Ty, please?
Oh, it's forgive me if I'm butchering their names. Halivis Brothers or Halivis Brothers. I don't know. It's HALLIVIS Brothers with an S.com.
I like this guy's take on the Joker. It's not he's not wearing. You don't need the full makeup. You get the vibe. The guy's crazy. You know, he's gonna become the Joker. You got the whole asylum
It's
thing
like an
going.
origin story.
Yeah, like an
of
origin
it, really.
story, and it's pretty great. I thought it was awesome. I usually don't like fan made stuff. I'm quick to be like, I'll pass. But when I watched it, I was very intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way, except for one thing. Star Wars, the fans make the best Star Wars stuff. I love it.
Oh my God, do they?
This one was not as amazing, but still pretty good. I thought that this Joker was honestly a little bit better than the Jared Leto Joker that was shown to us in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that Jared Leto Joker was more of a bookmark, just kind of placeholder. Hey, this is the Joker, but fans weren't satisfied with it.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, and maybe I'm quick to judge because that's how I am in reality. But I should. It's kind of unfair because he wasn't really in the movie a lot. So I mean,
Well, considering the bar to the Joker's predecessors, I mean, I'm talking Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, even Mark Hamill.
yeah,
The bar's
especially Mark
high.
Hamill.
And although Jared Leto wasn't my favorite Joker, he wasn't a bad Joker. I just wish we had saw more of him.
Yeah, and they said that they've deleted a lot of the Joker scenes, and that could be why we didn't really get to fall in love with this Joker. And fortunately, with me right now, I have the unofficial deleted scenes. Warner Brothers, DC has not said anything to confirm them yet. However, a couple days ago on Reddit, the user, let me find his name, Naydog, has released 23 scenes of deleted scenes. I'm not going to sit here and read them all to you guys right now, but we'll go over some of my
top
favorite.
picks,
Yeah, my
favorites.
picks of the Joker.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert for anyone watching who has not seen the Suicide Squad movie yet. Oh,
That was
sorry.
my spoiler alert sound effect.
Please skip ahead like maybe 2 minutes. I'll try making this quick, but bear with us. So, for those who have seen the movie, if you guys remember the whole helicopter scene, you see the helicopter's going, some missiles were shot at it, and then the Joker pushes Harley Quinn out of the helicopter to save her life. Well, in the other scene, the deleted scene, actually Joker pushed her out before they were shot down. And how the scene went was the Joker was mad at Harley Quinn, and so as punishment, he pushed her out of the helicopter, but not to the ground to where she would die because they still have this loving relationship. So he just pushed her out onto this building.
That's love.
And then that's when the helicopter got shot down. Obviously, in the new one, it's obviously different. And Ty has something super cool to say.
That sort of plays hand in hand with another theory.
Fan theories and
Another fan theory.
all of our
fan theories are
fans.
great.
Yeah, all of our fans know that we, especially me, love fan theories. Jar Jar Binks. Sorry, go.
Yeah. Darth Jar Jar. That won't let that one die. Speaking
Never.
of Darth Jar Jar, just to go on
Sorry.
on an aside here, a wild aside. Ryan Johnson, he didn't confirm anything, but of course it's feeding that fan theory. He tweeted and acknowledged that there was a Jar Jar theory. He also on Twitter he mentioned, he posts a lot about Jar Jar too. I feel like he's got some affection for that character.
Yeah, he should be my best friend.
Yeah,
They're Jar Jar theories.
Hit me
and
up.
he
Mr.
tweeted
Doc
another
Rivers.
he tweeted another picture of himself. Your Snoke theory sucks. So, which is kind of cool. But anyway,
My
speaking
Snoke
of
theory.
no,
Oh,
just the Snoke theory, the Jar Jar is Snoke.
Yeah.
He said, your Snoke theory sucks. Of course, everyone's blowing that out of proportion. They're like, well, he didn't say that Darth Jar Jar wasn't a thing.
done.
But back onto the Joker fan theory. Off of my little wild tangent. There's the theory going around that
Jar Jar's
Harley
the Joker.
Quinn.
Harley Quinn was pregnant during the movie, and you see it. It's and that helicopter scene actually plays because
hand with this.
Harley Quinn was pregnant. She miscarried, according to this theory. She miscarried, and Joker pushed her out because she knew about the miscarriage, but didn't tell Joker. So that's why he was mad at her, pushing her out of the helicopter. If you look at some of the scenes throughout the movie, there's a scene where Joker's laying in the hotel room surrounded by the knives, and there's baby toys and I think
Like
pictures too.
Like off to the side.
Off to the side. Barely
upper
notice
right-hand
it.
corner. Yeah,
Yes.
you notice it.
Yeah.
I gotta
And-
go watch it again to see this now because
And some people are saying
Sad.
parts of that theory are still in there, like when they're the sort of alternate vision that Harley Quinn has after the Enchantress gets into her head of a normal Harley Quinn, normal Joker in a house. They have babies. They say that's part of it. And actually, according to the theory, that particular scene was played right after she was pushed out of the helicopter, and she's sort of in a daze. So the Enchantress didn't even have anything to do with that in this theory. That in a daze, she's sort of daydreaming, or she's having some kind of episode briefly right after she's pushed out of the airplane. So or
Wow.
Helicopter.
Helicopter, yes.
That's right. Yep.
She's pushed out of a boat. I'm
So
just kidding.
I love fan
Fun
theories.
theory.
I hope this is true because it sounds really awesome. And I hope that we get to see the actual scene when it comes out on Blu-ray or whatever.
It'll be in a exclusive cut.
Exclusive cut, the real
only
cut.
on
And
Blu-ray.
we all know that DC's great at that. There was another scene, however, where it was actually like right after the helicopter scene and right before Enchantress, as he was talking about earlier, where sorry, I'm going to read it right now. Joker returns to the final battle in the subway station, face half burnt from the helicopter crash, which apparently leads to a brief altercation with the squad. He calls for Harley to escape with him, but she refuses for once, because she never, ever refuses the Joker, in order to help her friends.
Mr. J.
And the Joker escapes after throwing a live grenade at the group to cover his own escape. So in that scene, we're seeing more of how, Jared Leto is the Joker. And it's a bummer that we didn't get to see that. I believe there's a quote from Jared Leto saying, if he dies, he hopes that they take everything that they cut and make it into a movie, because there were so many scenes with him in it that he could have his own Joker movie. I don't know if you guys saw that. But, yeah, so hopefully we get to see this Joker movie that supposedly might be there. But who knows? Those are the deleted scenes. And who knows if we're going to get this extended that people are asking.
I had heard actually that Jared Leto said that there was enough footage shot of the Joker that they could make their own just separate movie, regardless of whether he dies or not. But there was enough footage where they could have made a Joker Batman movie.
Yeah, he just threw in the if he dies, because
well, they should release it anyway.
he wants to be Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I want to like Jared Leto's
I do too. I
Joker.
desperately.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't care for the grill.
I just
part,
wanted
but
more of
it.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Was cool.
Well, see,
It
they're
was
saying
a
stuff,
little bit campy.
They were saying stuff with the grill. Like there were scenes where Batman actually punches the Joker in the face.
Okay, that makes
and
sense.
when he punches him, he
If
breaks his teeth.
You hear the backstory,
That's why,
the origins of some of the reasons why the character became that character, that would have made it more interesting.
I know this isn't a Suicide Squad review, and for you people who are coming in right now hoping that the spoilers are done, they're not.
Oh.
Skip another 2 minutes.
It's been about 6 now.
Oh wow, so you guys came in way too. Okay.
Sorry.
Anyways, I hate
spoilers.
I hate how they made Batman look like the bad guy. Batman's not gonna try to arrest Deadshot for no apparent reason with his daughter during what looked like could be Christmas.
Maybe her birthday.
Just kind of a mean move. I'm trying not to say anything bad, but it's
Watching the language, finding the right words.
It's a dick move. I don't know why they did that, but because I understand if he was robbing the place with his daughter, but he was just shopping with his daughter. Like, oh hey, let's do all this stuff. But whatever. Again, not Suicide Squad review. Ruben, go ahead and take it from here.
The original cut was of the Suicide Squad. You can't really blame the studio involvement, even though that's big heat and popping up about the topic of due to the movie getting their cuts and scenes being taken out.
People are thinking this is the studio edition because they did go back for reshoots to make the movie more fun. But David Ayer came out and said, "No, this is my cut. This is the way I wanted the movie to be seen." So, you can't get mad at them. We're not going to get, the Zack Snyder extended edition with an extra half hour, as we were saying previously.
Yeah.
But I do want to see an extended edition with all these scenes.
Oh, there's going to be an extended edition.
There is.
There is.
It's
a cash grab. It's not going to be a director's cut.
And people will pay.
It'll be
because
a studio
this was
cut.
the director's cut, David Ayer. But all those people mad. It's funny. They were mad even before the movie came out. There was a petition going around after the world
Rotten
premiere
Tomatoes.
about Rotten Tomatoes. They wanted, you should say the Rotten Tomatoes. I don't want to take
They
over
wanted to sign a petition to take it down because due to the bias, I guess, they're criticizing the movie before it even hit theaters, and it got such a low review. Sorry, I got a hiccup coming. Trying to keep my straight face and keep talking.
So they were trying to get rid of Rotten Tomatoes because they said they were biased towards DC because all the DC movies have been getting a low score. But it was funny. After the movie came out, that's when they pulled the petition, which had 138,000 people sign. So just a fun little fact. Another fun little fact that I'm going to quickly throw in here. And if you're tuning in right now because of the spoilers, this one's not really a spoiler. But there's a couple of guys in England who sued Warner Brothers and DC and Suicide Squad for false advertisement. Because believe it or not, there wasn't enough Joker. That's why they sued. They said you guys advertised the hell out of him, but did not deliver. So the suit is obviously going through. Whether or not they win, who knows?
It got picked up.
More information. Yeah, it got picked up. So that's pretty impressive.
It's true. I went in there, even into the movie. I'm like, this movie might suck, but I really like Jared Leto as an actor. If anything, he's going to save the movie.
Yeah.
Instead, it was, and don't get me wrong, I'm totally blanking on her name right now, but Harley Quinn.
Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie, thank you. She did a fantastic job.
She did.
She made
But
the movie.
I went in there expecting more Joker, and we got 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
I've seen Marvel movies with more Stan Lee cameo than we got Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate, but we'll see where this lawsuit goes. We'll definitely report when more information on this comes.
When I went in watching the movie I'm not going to spoil anything, but I just thought the team came together so they could stop the Joker. That's what I thought.
Well, that's originally how the movie was actually supposed to
seen it, but I didn't
go.
When I saw it, was a whole nother take, a whole nother vision. So,
and I don't, with how bad the reviews and the whole lawsuit thing, I doubt that Suicide Squad will be getting a sequel. They closed it off nice. The team was there to make a team to stop all the the aliens and stuff from coming. But quick little spoiler, 30 seconds. That's all I need to really say this part. At the end, Bruce Wayne talks to Amanda Wallace saying, you don't need your team. I've got this. Obviously referring to the Justice League.
Justice League.
So
League.
we're probably not going to get a Suicide Squad 2. However, we are getting a sequel on a movie that just dropped yesterday. Or no, 2 days ago. Sorry about that. And that is Superman 2. Well, sorry, Man of Steel 2. Not much, obviously not much information is on that because it just was announced. That it's going to be in heavy development. It will probably come out after the Batman standalone films. But as for getting him, I think that this is just my opinion, obviously. Because as you may know, spoiler alert, Superman dies in Batman versus Superman. So if this means that he's going to come back to life in the Justice League movie, or if he's going to come back to life in Man of Steel 2, we don't know yet. Kind of hoping it's Man of Steel because I don't want them to ruin the movie like, Batman, oh, I got to make up for my friend because Martha, by making this team. And then, Superman comes and is like, well, now I don't need to do this anymore. Anyways, that was my own personal thing off this. But let's move on from DC because I feel like we've talked a lot about DC. Let's move on to Marvel.
Geekly Weekly, the DC show.
Yeah, this is DC edition, Suicide Squad.
And can I just say, this is apart from
You
DC.
may.
This is actually kind of on the Rotten Tomatoes thing.
Go for it.
But the Ghostbusters, I kind of tied it in before earlier pretty well. I don't know how to really tie this in well. But if anything deserves a sequel, it's Suicide Squad. Even though, with the reviews, with the Rotten Tomatoes reviews, it got lousy, awful reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't think is the be-all, end-all source for movie reviews at all. Metacritic's kind of a stronger, even IMDb is a better one. But Ghostbusters, the remake, it was just lauded. It got like a 75, 80%, something like that on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's insane. And it was an awful movie.
Well,
Suicide Squad was watchable.
It started low, like 40, 50, and then when it came out, it went up to like whatever it is right now.
But they did announce, though, which I'm grateful for. And this, and I'm just going to say, this has nothing to do with the fact that it's an all-female cast or... There's no misogynistic views here
Welcome
whatsoever.
To Political Rush.
Yeah,
Political Rush with Ty Haston.
It's the fact that you guys watched the movie.
Yes.
It's a very
it.
sexist movie.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not even going to get into that.
Yeah,
it was very sexist against men, and I'm not. There are females saying that too. Anyway, what was my point? Oh, last count I read this morning. It was at a $70 or $80 billion or $1 million loss, so they will not be getting a sequel.
Ghostbusters? I did read something about that. Yeah.
So that's the good news. And like I said, that has nothing to do with the fact that it was just a poorly written movie, poorly acted. There was no chemistry between the characters.
It could be like Fantastic Four, where they're just going to get another reboot.
I mean,
keep trying until
which
they
is
get
actually
it right.
funny. Miles Teller is actually fighting for a Fantastic Four 2. Sorry. Yeah, Miles Teller, the guy who played Mr. Fantastic, is fighting for a Fantastic Four 2. He thinks that it's going to do better than,
How many tries
the
have they
first
had
one. This would be the fourth try.
Yeah. I never watched the latest Josh Trask, right? That was him, right? He's the one who directed the
I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that version yet, but...
Oh, yeah, you didn't see it with us, did you?
No, I never went around to watching it. It did not interest me. It still doesn't. Even though I have it.
Yeah.
It's like 2 hours that's a commitment.
Wow, his life he'll never get back.
Let's move from the DC
Let's
train
move on.
Let's go to the Marvel train now. Something
gravy
I
train.
am super excited for. I always judge who they cast by how they get ready for the role. Enchantress, she spent a month naked in the wilderness, I heard, to get ready for the role, which that's commitment. I don't get why she did that, but she did it. We have a tweet from Brie Larson. Captain Marvel. congrats for you, Brie Larson. I feel like you're going to do a great job on Captain Marvel. That's all I really have to say about that. But there is another Marvel news. I know we got Fantastic Four. We got Captain Marvel. Ruben, go ahead and tell them what else you're getting.
Gambit.
Yeah.
That's my train of thought. Sorry about all that. Yes, Gambit. The problem with this movie, or they're trying to find a tone. So that's the
they can't find the right tone for
set
this.
an environment for it, because if you have a great environment, it makes the movie you gotta have like with Deadpool, it had that grainy origin-ness to it. So
which is how a Gambit should be.
But I don't know who's did they say who's directing it?
I don't know who's directing it.
I mean, if you can go off some of the comic strips, that'd be awesome. It tells it's a great story to follow. I believe. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they're having so many problems. I mean, they've had Channing Tatum, they've lost him, they've had him, they lost
he's
him,
like on
they
and
have
off.
him, and now the tone. It worries me. I'm not super sure if this is going to be a good movie. I know somebody in the studio really is hoping, and that's our producer man right now, Ty Haston,
Ty the tech guy,
who super loves Gambit.
Yeah, there's no other comic book character that I care more about. I've always been a fan of him. Even though I've never really been into comic books growing up, I just never caught that bug.
You saw him on 90s X-Men, right? The 90s X-Men?
Oh, wait.
The animated series.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, did I miss a movie? I know there's a Fantastic Four.
That's the Gambit you're going for, right? Kind of style?
Yeah, that style, the sassy, the attitude. I mean, he's just got that down south, I don't give a F attitude. So that should be the tone. It should be like, I think a winning formula would be a Daredevil, but a little less on the joking side, I guess. Like the kind of edge that Daredevil has, but Gambit. I mean, that would be a beautiful movie, but it's Fox doing it, so
hey, Fox,
what they can do.
We're telling you what the tone is right now. I hope you're listening. No,
what does the Fox say?
What does the Fox say?
What does the Fox say?
So I know Ty really loves Gambit. I mean, he's always talking about it almost as much as Ruben talks about House.
Yes, I love House. He's coming back. He's going to be on Hulu with a new series called Chance,
where he is a
forensic detective,
neuroscience psychiatrist.
We went through this already.
I pulled it up. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's a forensic neuropsychiatrist.
Yes,
there you go.
I remembered it.
We all contributed to what the character was, and well, we didn't contribute, but I'm saying when we said it, we all said different things. We were trying to. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's been a long day, but
yeah,
didn't you? Oh, sorry. Didn't you write this, Ruben?
Oh yeah, I was writing a fan sequel with House because I don't know. Well, it's been off the air, so you should have seen it already. Where Wilson dies of cancer. That within that 6 month time period, writing like what happens and what's going to happen after, and then maybe it leads to Chance. I don't know.
Yeah, tying the two together.
There's a chance.
But so so if you want to check out that trailer, go ahead on YouTube and type in Chance Hulu trailer.
Just give it a chance.
Premieres,
I bet you like it.
It premieres
October 19th
on Hulu.
Yeah.
Well, we all said so. It must be true. Anyways, we are pulling up to 30 minutes right now, so we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's amazing show. Ty, do you have any final words to tell the audience?
Amazing show. Take 3 was much better than Take 2.
I know. I'm
kind of good. I mean, Take 1 was great.
Yeah, I'm sad you guys can't see.
Kind of sad. Hey, a shout out to whoever your graphic designer is. It looks like they pulled it together at the last minute. Those over the shoulder graphics, but
you're welcome.
God, those were great. Who did that? Oh, it was me.
I know I didn't.
No, I had fun.
So.
I did kind of throw those together at the last minute, but they kind of turned out good. My favorite's the Harley Quinn Rotten Tomatoes. That's my favorite one.
Ruben, any?
Oh
closing?
No, my favorite's the Pokemon one.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
With the sad Pikachu.
Any closing thoughts for you, Ruben?
Just keep watching. We want to get better for you. A show from us to you. We appreciate all of our fans and keep coming back for more. We want to get better, so
yeah.
Help us improve.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Nerd Rush TV, our website, nerdrushtv.com, or follow us personally on Instagram and Twitter. I am Mr. Rivers, Ruben.
I'm on Twitter, MIJORDM.
And then Ty.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at Badgers World, and my personal Facebook's my name.
So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoyed this episode more than the first episode.
And as much as we liked recording it.
Yes, we had a blast. We can't wait to do
All
these
3
for a
times.
week. I know I want to get this to a closing, but I still feel like we should kind of hint at what we have coming up also with the relaunch, because this was one of the things. You got the website. You're getting a new form of podcast that we're still working on.
Speaking of podcasts, by the
Yes.
way, we're working on making Geekly Weekly available via podcast as well.
Yes.
Because our new podcast, it's not going to be available quite as regularly yet as it was in the past.
Mhm.
So we're going to use Geekly Weekly to sort of supplement that. So you got the YouTube, which you need to log into the YouTube. It's going to get better.
Yes.
We're going to do live. You can interact with us.
Yes, once we go live, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Please comment and leave your feedback, too, so we know.
Yeah, and they'll be posted, and those who can't join us live,
It'll be up for you to
it'll be
watch.
available. Yeah, it'll be up to watch, and then it'll also be available as a podcast.
Yes.
Carry on.
So yeah, just wanted to tease what's coming up next. Ty, you want to tell them a little bit about our next big thing without giving away too much?
Oh, the disembodied voice.
Yes.
I will.
I know last time you started too, but I kind of took over.
No, it's okay.
What?
It's
Pitches.
What can I
with
say?
a
What can I
P.
say? It's a pitch show where we take the normal, Hollywood pitch where you're in a room and you're pitching your movie idea, but we're putting a fun little twist on it and kind of making a game out of it.
Yes.
So, and it'll be fun. Go ahead.
And well, I hope I'm allowed
That's
to say
about all.
this, but we will need some fans to be on the show. So if you're interested, definitely hit us up. We have 5 positions available, right? 5, Ty? Or did we ever settle on the number 5?
We didn't really settle, but 5's a good number.
Yeah.
3 to 5.
We're going to need 3 to 5 people every episode, so if you're interested, hit us up, please. We'll definitely need your guys' help and support. But yes, if you are familiar with our older podcast, I'm getting we need to leave. If you're familiar with our older podcast, you probably know where we're going with this episode. If not, go back and watch all 38 of them, and hopefully you'll figure it out. But yes, please comment, share, feedback. We love. Thank you, and goodbye.
So long.
See ya. Good night and good luck. As soon as I can hit the logo. Guys, bear with me.
I'm freeze frame.
Boom. Boom.